Kia ora and welcome back to Wellywood Wargaming. We've got a special tonight. This is just a highlight of a special custom scenario that I did for my little Necromunda birthday party tonight. I invited 9 of the campaign members around and we had a huge multiplayer, kind of cross between Heroquest and Necromunda actually, for those of you that know. But yeah, as you can see, I set up a Zone Mortalis board that I'd kind of carefully planned out with all sorts of bad zone tiles and environments and greeblies and shenanigans all over the place, including brainleaf zombies and teleportals that you can jump around the board with. We've got dark passageways, we've got big vents that you can get sucked into, all sorts of shenanigans, a room of ritual there, so that that creates insanity and whatnot, some Xenos eggs, various locked doors, some Stygian depths which many players fell into, information tokens, loot crates, all sorts of shenanigans in this one, and it was really fun. So I'm going to put the file of this actual scenario up in the Wellywood Wargaming community group on Facebook, so you can have a look at that and play it to your heart's content. But this was really fun. We started off with some pizzas and beers and cake and whatnot, and then we got into it and did priority with a deck of cards. So these are some of the shots of some of the various gangers that took part in the game. Lovely conversion there with some green stuff from Kira, which needs a paint job. But as you can see, some really good work on show from the other members of the campaign. Nice paint jobs all around, especially that squat look. A lovely little interesting guy there with his funny face. But yeah, there's one of the teleportals there that you can see. So we started off entering onto the board with a double activation. So each player got a double activation to try and make their way onto the board. And of course, I got charged by the Ogren in turn 1 and got finished off. But we did have unlimited respawns, so we could turn up, keep coming back to the original start. And it was really fun. I think every single player died at some point and got respawned. And in the end, of course, there had to be winners. So the game finished with the top 3 that made it into the elevator past the sump croc. And I'll reveal to you exactly what happened there. But the winnings and the XP was pretty good. We had a Goliath, actually, who ended up spending nearly all of the game insane and broken and kept unbreaking and breaking and killing zombies as well. And I think he got 10 XP out of it or something, which was crazy. We also had a squat who was hobbled and only movement 3, managed to make it into 3rd place. The Van Sire was picking on me quite a lot, I must say. I got picked on a lot. I think it was just because it's my birthday. So these guys were trying to bring me down, but it was still funny. Very funny. We had the Corridor doing all sorts of silly shenanigans, jumping into holes and dying repeatedly and pinging around the board. But yeah, these brainleaf zombies were a real pain in the ass, I must say. They're quite hard to deal with if you don't take them out. But yeah, fun was had all around. Labyrinth, particularly nasty card, that one, because it applied to everybody. We kept having to get shifted around by our next in priority, and we're moving each other around the board to our heart's content. It was pretty funny. The Xenos eggs were claiming quite a few people, including an Ogren at some point, I believe, as well. But there had to be winners in the end, of course. And it took a little while to get there. I think we must have played about 8 or 9 turns, perhaps, in the end, with all these hazards and whatnot going off. But in the end, of course, the squat did make it with his movement 3. Somehow made it into 3rd place, which was quite incredible. And we had the Venator, the second Venator, not part of my gang, but the second Venator made it into 2nd place. And the Ogren, of course, went up the guts. We've got some cake there, some nice vegan cake that Alex made for me, very kind. But yeah, the Ogren succumbing to a death there, but coming back and actually ending up in 1st place by punching this sump croc out and escaping via elevator. So what we did is, for the rewards, the Ogren got to choose a random skill from any skill table in the game. It could have gone with finesse, could have gone with anything. He went with agility and ended up getting sprint. So we now have a movement 15-inch Ogren in our campaign, which is kind of scary. 2nd place got a random secondary skill, and 3rd place got a random primary skill with some XP and rep as well. But there was lots of XP to be had there. The Goliaths didn't have they were just terrible, rolling around on the floor. But here's the shot of the winning 3 there as well. Please do like, share, subscribe, and like I said, I'll put this file up in the Facebook group. Get involved. Peace out.